What going on? What are you saying? Welcome back to my channel. I am Serene, and today's video is a review of Married at First Sight season 15 episode 5. Guys, all the couples are finally on the honeymoon. Ben and Morgan have finally joined the guys, and this episode wasn't really I don't think a lot happened. I think more in the previews coming up, this is where we're going to see really things kick off. But let's just discuss the couples one by one, and I'll tell you my thoughts on the episodes so far.
This is Married at First Sight.
So we have Stacie and Nate. They first popped up on screen when they were going out to ATV ride. And I found that to be so hilarious because honestly, she was kind of not insulting Justin, but insulting Justin, like calling him a Instagram model, telling him, just basically trying to get him to pay attention to her. No, I felt she did all of that because she was scared, and he was not present, so he didn't realize that he didn't pick up that she was fearful of doing the ATV riding. She's a bit of a princessy type of girl, and I don't think he picked up on the fact that she's probably not enjoying this as much as he was. He was ATV riding, stopping, snapping. She's looking back, she can't find him, and she's vexed. So she's thinking to herself, well, he should be watching me, he should be paying attention to me. And in his head, he's just having fun. He wants to go fast. And I'm just like, they're literally miscommunicating, like talking over each other. So anyways, at the end, she's just like, you should be focusing on me. And he goes into confessional saying, oh, well, we just got married, so it's hard to think of this as a relationship. And I'm like, oh, sir, this is a relationship. Like, you just got married. It's actually more than a relationship. It's a whole marriage, you know? And she said her mom brought up the whole bankruptcy thing and him filing for bankruptcy, and I'm glad her mom told her, and she brought it up with him, and he explained the situation. And then sis asked for a post-nuptial agreement. I was like, come on. She was like, I need to protect my assets. But the way they edited the previews last episode to make it seem like he got upset about it in that way, but he didn't appear to get upset to me. He agreed to it. He understood where she was coming from. And I think it's a fair thing to do in the beginning, because to be fair, you don't even know if this is going to work. You should, put things in place to protect yourself, especially if you're going to marry a stranger. Like, you're marrying a stranger, you should protect yourself generally. What else happened? I think they went on a yacht trip with all of the other couples, and all of the couples were discussing the fact that they think that they have such good chemistry, or sexual chemistry at least. And I don't know, I can tell that they have a good sexual chemistry. I just don't know if I could tell that they actually have generally good chemistry. I wouldn't describe what I be seeing on screen as good chemistry, but I could be wrong. They're the ones there, so they probably see what we're not seeing, which is cool, because I know I saw them have an argument about the fact that she took an hour and a half to get ready and he only took 30 minutes. And in my head, I was thinking to myself, like, is this your first girlfriend? Like, typically women do take longer to get ready if they are going out to like dinner, fully dressing up. Like, it's different if she's just popping down the road, but like, if she's gonna put herself together and try to look good, typically women do take longer to get ready. So I was confused as to why he was confused, but whatever. So then we go to Lindsey and Miguel. Lindsey, I find her to be so innocent and cute. Miguel was in the pool talking about being consecrated, and he meant consummating the marriage, because they're not having sex yet. He's trying, and she feels like you choose to love who you love. He feels like love is a feeling, and I am fearful that they're gonna end up missing each other as well. Although I feel like they're pretty well matched, I feel like they're gonna end up missing each other because they just don't see eye to eye on, I feel like, those things that would eventually matter, like love and what that looks like. Because he is making it seem like, oh, he needs to have sex with her first to know if he's capable of loving her. And I find that so interesting, because I don't understand love being tied to your penis. Like, I don't see why he feels the only way to feel if there's love is to have sex. That's so weird to me, and so interesting because he was portrayed to be the romantic one of the guys, like the one that's gonna write poems and stuff. So I find that very interesting. It's left to stay. Oh, it's left to see where what happens with them. But just be talking long. I don't understand why she. So what I'm trying to say is they were bonding over the fact that their parents were absent or they come from broken homes, and I hope that they don't trauma bond on that, and they get to break it and not be, you know, connected because of that. Like, it's good to understand, like, hey, this is what's happened in my childhood, this is what happened in my childhood, but move past that and be able to enjoy a fulfilling and successful relationship. But, you know, Miguel spoke about his mom being schizophrenic and him not fully understanding what she was going through and why she was missing, and Lindy then speaking about her dad asking her mom for a divorce and stuff, and her growing up in the Seventh-day Adventist church, which is so interesting because she seemed to have walked away from the church or like biblical teaching, but at the same time still holds so many of the moral teachings that the church like gives. And as a result, she feels like, you know, like having sex is the most sentimental and, you know, giving of the self that she can do, whereas he's like polar opposite and very much like, you know, like we could, I think he made a comment like we could have shit sex and then have better sex later. He just needs to be able to have it to see if he can feel that feeling. So it would be really interesting to see what she considers to be walking away from the church, because I know she did tell Miguel that, you know, she doesn't really practice a religion anymore. She doesn't really believe like that anymore. At least that's the understanding I got. But for him being someone that doesn't actually believe in religion, he's moving the way I would expect someone that doesn't believe in religion would move. So it will be very interesting to see what the dynamic or how that would develop in their relationship. Because I'm not saying that she's wrong for the way she believes. I'm just saying their beliefs just ain't the same at all. Then we have, let's talk about Alexis and Justin. Alexis and Justin went on a horse ride on the beach. That was amazing. Like, they actually seem like so in love, but Alexis is very much like she's afraid to feel, and it's so scary to watch because I'm like, girl, don't hurt this boy's heart, because, you know, he be crying, like, cry me a river. Dude can bawl for Jordan. Yo. So he eventually tells her he loves her, and she was just like, she can see it, but she had already said in confessionals that, you know, the way that he looks at her, she can tell that he loves her, you know. And I feel like the way she looks at him, I could tell that she's really, really falling for him anyways. So I don't know why she don't just tell him that you love him. But it's still cool, you know, like they're enjoying their, they're enjoying their horseback riding, they're enjoying their company, she's having fun. And her reactions when he is so sentimental is to scream. And I find that hilarious because my reactions when Henrik does like really surprising things is to scream, because I can't control my emotions. I don't know what to do, so it just comes out as me screaming. So it's actually funny to watch because this is how I probably looking like a crazy person. I'd probably be looking like a crazy person. So I find that really cute. You know, they went to dinner. He told her that he loved her, and she was just like, you know, it's a lot right now. She's unable to say it. And he was understanding, you know. He was understanding. Even when they were on the yacht, she was saying, you know, like, she did tell him it was a bit early. But I have a bone to pick with Alexis. I do not know why Alexis keep telling people that my guy is celibate. Like, girl, stop telling people that he's celibate. Like, everybody that's willing to listen, she's gonna tell people that he's celibate. Like, I don't know why she had to repeat it again for Morgan to hear. But That's what she did. She told the gals that, Justin was celibate, which is so weird. But that's what she did. I don't have a lot to say about them because they really seem to be going really well. They haven't seemed to hit any hiccups or like argued about anything or like did anything for me to really comment on. They're cute together. I like them together. I hope they work out. It's just to see how this actually develops and how much of his sensitivity she's gonna be able to take, because he kept crying. Like, he cried and I was like, I don't even know why he was crying. I was so not like confused. I guess it's the overwhelming emotion of love, I guess. But he was crying, and it's just a matter of seeing, well, is she gonna like this crying later on in life? Then we have Morgan and Ben. So Morgan and Ben finally make it to Mexico. They're just in the beginning stages of trying to figure each other out. So they've been dumped into like socializing with the couple, and they're just discussing that. And I think one of the things that came up with discussion was the fact that, is Morgan ready for kids? And Ben said, like, that's something that he would have to discuss with Morgan, to see where she stands, because apparently she wasn't really that open to having kids based on her friends. But when she spoke to his parents, she said that, she wasn't ready right now, but, if it's something that's important, she's willing to do it sooner rather than later. So it'll be interesting to really see how that conversation goes, because that is just conflicting information. Either you're ready for kids now, or you're ready for kids later, or you don't want kids. Like, it can't be the same thing, like all the answers can't be the same. So it's a matter of just seeing, well, what she saying and what does she mean, and then going from there, because both their parents were discussing kids. Like, I've never seen a family that have been on the same page so well before. His mother asked about kids, her mother asked about kids. The both of them want some grandkids. So Morgan better get together. Ben definitely want kids as well. So it's just a matter of seeing. I don't remember them being in the episode much other than, the episode starting out with them finishing their wedding, enjoying their reception, having their photos taken. I'm going to insert their photo here. But I think that was all really that they did. And now we're going to go to Kristin and Mitch. And child, these are the ones that came with the drama for this episode. So Mitch basically tells Kristin, like, yo, you pretty or whatever, but I am not there yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. I don't know if I even want to be there. Basically, that's what he should have said, because he called somebody telling somebody, oh, he's putting a lot of pressure on himself, these type of things. And I can see Kristin is trying. She's talking about, I asked for someone that was passionate, and you're passionate, and I love that. You're making me think about my contribution to global warming, basically. And I need to sneeze. And she's telling him, like, like, I really like that. I find that attractive in you or what's not. And I swear he said, you pretty, but I know if I really want to do this. And she basically told him, like, yo, if it gets to decision day, she's like, I am okay with us taking our time, basically, blah, blah, blah. But if it gets to decision day and you haven't said that you love me or we haven't had sex, she is gonna have to, like, ask for a divorce, which I think is fair game for her, like, fair game. And I really like the fact that she was able to express that and actually tell him. But I could tell that it hurt her when he did it. But then he goes out and he's all emotional and crying. And I'm just like, yo, you didn't even have to say, not like he didn't have to say anything, because she should know if that's how he's feeling. But, like, he could have found a better way to say it. I feel like he's not necessarily trying to open it up. But he did say he feels like he's putting a lot of pressure on himself to feel or get to the point where he feels he should be. But I think he just needs to relax and, see where it goes. But, guys, I still don't think they're gonna walk out. I really don't. I don't think they're gonna walk out at all. Like, even on the yacht thing, and you could tell that she's pissed, which I feel is so interesting because although I could see that she felt hurt, she didn't look pissed. But she pissed because on the yacht she decided that she wasn't gonna like say anything to spoil the trip, but told the girls that when they're off of like the thing and the yacht trip and the guys aren't there, she's gonna involve them and tell them, because the night before the yacht it looks like they ended up getting drunk off of some tequila, and I love me some tequila. They got drunk on some tequila, and I guess he got handsy, or like she insinuated that like something happened, like they got maybe handsy, they were kissing and stuff. So she's just like, yo, that's kind of confused her, because on one hand he's saying I like you but not really, you're cute but not really, but like your mother. And then on the other hand he's becoming intimate with her in some shape or way. So she's a bit confused, but she made it seem like it's a lot of stuff. So unless they edited it out and this is another Chris trial, because basura. If you were watching me when Paige and Chris was doing things on the internet entertaining us, then you know what I mean by basura. And unless he's about to be another basura, we probably missed half of whatever really went on, because she says there's a lot of stuff that she needs to say, and I can't wait for her to say it. So we're just gonna see what was going on. And yeah, I still don't think they're gonna walk. I really think that he's gonna mess with this chick, and I like it. But we have come to the end of our review. Did I talk about everyone? Alexis, Kristin, Morgan, Lindsey, Stacie. So yes, I've spoken about everybody. I don't think this episode was too eventful. It was just long. Aren't they all? I don't think this episode was too eventful. So you guys just leave in the comment section. Tell me what you think, how you feel. What couples do you see red flags in? What couples do you think are gonna work on the outside? What couples are gonna work when they're outside of the honeymoon bubble? And I'll see you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Bye.